All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley. And we're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to QT.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 18 Gators.
Spawn.
61, Matchbox White. Hit it.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch one. Showing it.
Ready?
2nd and 6. It's complete to Hopkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check out 3. Check 3.
Get it.
Now back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
On the ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down.
Go.
Now Rashad Penny. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Ricky, Ricky. Ricky, Ricky.
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Jennings. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
You can't block me.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. And Jennings has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Blue draw quarter.
They keep it with Penny on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let it.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Go, go!
Mike 2. Hey, pick your game up. No.
Hey, exit. Deep him.
They're going to look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now,
3-0. After 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Mike 54. Man, I got you. Watch twist. He's checking. Crash.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Danny.
They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch one. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. They set up the screen to Penny. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
2nd and 4. And a catch made by Hopkins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. He's coming. We got double up. Slam. Rotate.
Now Allen. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54. Hey, get in the weight room.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Back to throw. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Man is caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, watch that. Check line 54. Line 54. You must be clean.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Allen's got it complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Sì, ora la prendiamo. Sì, perché sto giocando.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. Check 3.
They'll run with Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go. Henry. Mike's by 4. I know he ain't got it.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Shit. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Where'd he go? Mike's 54.
Now a carry for Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and this is complete. It's Allen. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun to give to Penny. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now it's Penny. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Non è vero. Proprio non è vero.
Ready! 30 base.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Bravo.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one.
Get it.
2nd and long. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They begin the drive with Hines, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 3. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
They'll set up to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Get the ball. Check 9. Hey, watch it.
Now back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Hopkins. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is Penny, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Check right, check right.
Back to throw here.
Ma
Open man is
vaffanbene.
Metcalf. He's got it. And
Ma
he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Cretino.
They call it a gain of
Cretino,
19,
c'ero
and it
davanti,
moves a
c'ero.
chain.
C'ero
This
davanti.
quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Penny. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense
Ma vai,
nowadays.
scemo. Scemo.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's our field. Hey, it's all right.
Second and 2. He finds Hopkins complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Switch, switch, switch.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
70, Indy.
Watch one. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Hopkins. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
2nd and 6. Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
I got one. Deuce. Get him all. West. Hut low.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Check.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
2nd and 11. Allen's got it complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up the 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's bring it. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
They'll set up a throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. X3, 218, chop. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
He'll drop to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Smith. 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 2. Mike 2. Here we go. Here we go. Choose the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
The drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Get wide. Kill. Any weapon.
Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Mamma che culo.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Che culo.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, Haywood!
Check 59, Mike is good.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Metcalf. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ora si va a letto, eh. Amanda, non fare così con Almeanita, per favore.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch one. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go!
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch the run.
Back to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Let's go! 94!
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to pull off the hurdle. Not a ton there on the back end, but a nice move and a good gain. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. The hook. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Calma. Ma sì, ora lo rimettiamo insieme.
2
Ma che
minutes left
cosa,
to play in
papà?
this football game here on EA Sports.
Ma cosa? E dove lo vuoi mettere? No, no, aspetta papà, lo facciamo insieme adesso. Mi fai finire
So
2
it's
minuti?
Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
Smettila di piangere così, ora ho finito io, vengo con te. Guarda, ho finito. Un
He has to
minuto e
start
vengo a
ironing
fare
out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ragazzi, non mi voglio vedere reagire così.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Dimmelo un po'.
And they will take a knee here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Chi è che dà i pizzichi?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Double time. We got 4.
They'll run with Foreman. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
Non urlate!
Go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
2nd and 5. Leaves it for Petty. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Second down and inches. Man open, that's Damian Radley.
Davvero, papà?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
So Mike's number one. Hey. Five.
Back to throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners' 42-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, dude, you draw quarter.
2nd and 4. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Seattle.
Set up. 60 outlaw. Coming to you. Hey, seam 6.
I'm here all day.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Ready?
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Here we go. All day. Defense. All day.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. We thought we might have a good close game, and we did. Really came down to that final onside kick. They recovered it, but they would have had to return it. They were unable to do that.